This is the WJTS News. In tonight's news, Governor Eric Holcomb presents the next Sagamore of the Wabash. Aaron Houchin discusses 5G accessibility across the state. We speak with Bud Hauersperger, General Utilities Manager of the City of Jasper, for this week's edition of Monday with the Mayor, and Kirk Exell will be in with sports. In tonight's Inform, we speak with Emily Peak, who has the latest on Jasper arts. All this and more in tonight's news. Good evening, I'm Jurnee Davis with WJTS News. A Jasper woman was placed under arrest on a number of felony counts over the weekend after she allegedly attacked another woman in a Jasper residence. Around 4 a.m. Sunday, officers with the Jasper Police Department responded to the report of several suspicious people in the neighborhood of Meridian Meadows on Jasper's southeast side, and that a female was reportedly bleeding. Officers located the subjects in and around Bonert Park along Meridian Road. Upon brief questioning, officers learned that an incident had taken place between 21-year-old Chelsea Hager of Jasper and the victim at an address on nearby Briarcliff Parkway. Hager was detained at that time in Bonert Park. Upon further investigation, it was learned at the address on Briarcliff during a verbal altercation, Hager made a threat towards the victim before attacking her with brass knuckles that were equipped with a knife. The victim sustained an injury to the leg and was also struck in the face before the two could be separated by others at the home. The victim left the house and went to nearby Bonert Park, and Hager followed until officers arrived. After the investigation, Hager was taken to and booked into the Dubois County Security Center on level 5 felony counts of battery with a deadly weapon and intimidation with a deadly weapon, and a misdemeanor count of battery. 2 people were injured, including one who had to be pulled from a vehicle that caught fire after it crashed early Sunday morning on Jasper's far east side. The Dubois County Sheriff's Department says around 2:50 a.m. yesterday, a crossover SUV driven by 28-year-old Milagro Cortez Funes of Jasper was eastbound on 15th Street and for an unknown reason went off the south side of the roadway just east of the Patoka River Bridge. Deputies say the SUV then struck a tree and continued eastbound before landing on its side facing east. They say the vehicle was resting on a chain-link fence when it caught on fire. Funes was able to crawl from the vehicle, however, a passenger, Renee Antonia Venegas, had to be pulled out of the burning vehicle by officers with the JPD. The crossover became fully engulfed in flames before being put out by the Jasper Fire Department. Police say Funes sustained multiple injuries, with the most severe being a fractured femur in her right leg. Venegas also sustained multiple injuries, with the most severe being facial injuries. No charges were filed and the SUV was destroyed. The Dubois County Sheriff's Department was assisted at the scene by the Jasper Police Department, Jasper Fire Department, and Memorial Hospital EMS. A Jasper man was taken into custody Sunday afternoon after he allegedly battered a woman in an altercation that took place on a Jasper roadway. Around 12 o'clock noon yesterday, officers with the Jasper Police Department were dispatched to the area of 2nd Street between Clay and Newton in reference to an altercation that had taken place. While officers were en route, the victim came to Jasper Police Headquarters to report the incident. An investigation by police found that the victim was traveling eastbound on 2nd Street in her vehicle. They also say 42-year-old Richard Hildenbrand of Jasper was westbound and passed by the victim. Police say Hildenbrand and the victim were in a dispute over property. They say Hildenbrand, after passing the victim, did a U-turn in the roadway on 2nd Street, passed the victim's vehicle, and cut her off, parking his vehicle across 2nd Street, blocking the road and blocking the victim's vehicle. Hildenbrand then allegedly exited his vehicle, pulled the victim from her vehicle, grabbed her purse, and took her cell phone. He then threw her purse and belongings onto the street and left at a high rate of speed. Witnesses stopped to assist the victim and also came to the Jasper Police Department to complete their statements. Police then made contact with Hildenbrand and advised him to come to police headquarters where he was interviewed. It was also determined that he had been drinking and had a blood alcohol content of 0.062%. Hildenbrand was placed under arrest at the police department and was taken to and booked into the Dubois County Security Center on level 6 felony counts of domestic battery and neglect of a dependent, as well as misdemeanor counts of criminal recklessness and disorderly conduct. Authorities have identified the victim of a two-vehicle fatal accident that occurred a week ago last Saturday in southern Spencer County. The Spencer County Sheriff's Department says 25-year-old Jacob Lester died from injuries sustained in the accident, taking place at 8:45 p.m. Central Time Saturday, September 8th at the intersection of State Road 161 and Eureka Road, just south of Rio. Deputies say that Lester's vehicle, which was westbound on Eureka Road, ran the stop sign at the highway and was struck by a northbound vehicle on State Road 161 that was unable to avoid hitting Lester's vehicle. A female who was in the northbound vehicle was transported to the nearby hospital to be checked and treated before being released. The Spencer County Sheriff's Department says they, along with the Indiana State Police, are continuing their investigation. A change of command will soon be taking place at the DuBois County Health Department. At the end of next month, Martin County native Joanne Spalding will replace Donna Oding as Administrative Director of the department. She will start her work on October 5th and shadow Oding until Oding will retire October 31st. Spalding of Lagodi is a graduate of the University of Southern Indiana with a master's degree in health administration and a bachelor's of science degree in health services, with a specific focus on gerontology. Also, Jennifer Merkley has been hired as the department's new director of nursing. Merkley of Jasper started August 23rd and replaces the retired Lynn Maitland. Merkley also holds her bachelor's of science degree in nursing from Western Kentucky University. Clay Ewing, President, Chief Banking Officer, and Secretary to the Board of Directors of Jasper-based German American Bank Corp. Incorporated and of German American Bank, has been named a Sagamore of the Wabash by Governor Eric Holcomb. Additionally, Ewing serves the banking community as the 2018 chairman of the board of the Indiana Bankers Association, or IBA. The award was presented to Ewing by Thomas Fife, director of the Indiana Department of Financial Institutions, at the IBA annual convention that was held in French Lick September 9th. The Sagamore of the Wabash Award is given to Hoosiers who exemplify distinguished statewide service. Ewing joined German American in 1994 as president and CEO of a subsidiary bank of the company. He has more than 35 years of banking experience. He is active in regional economic development and currently serves as the chairman of the Perry County Development Corporation and is a board member of the Economic Development Coalition of Southwest Indiana. Ewing also serves on multiple other civic and community boards. He has served on the IBA board as first and second vice chairman and as Southwest Region Director. Ewing is a graduate of Lockyer College of the School for Bank Administration at the University of Wisconsin. As mobile data usage becomes more prevalent, network connections become congested and begin to slow down. District 47 State Senator Aaron Houchin says that these slow data connections can be, at best, inconvenient, and at worst, potentially fatal. For example, for the average citizen, it may mean spending an extra few minutes waiting for your email to load. But for emergency responders, those extra minutes could mean all the difference between life and death. Ensuring that Hoosiers have access to reliable high-speed mobile connections would mean quicker response to 911 calls, more convenient internet usage, and better access to telemedicine and smart agricultural opportunities. The next generation of high-speed mobile technology, known as 5G, provides a mobile connection with the potential to be over 100 times faster than current 4G technology. In order for 5G to be implemented, small cell antennas need to be installed throughout the state. Last year, Houchin co-authored legislation to help streamline this installation project in Indiana. Senate Enrolled Act 213 eliminates permitting fees and other barriers that deter data providers from installing these small cell infrastructure. The law has proven to be so effective in incentivizing 5G investment that the Federal Communications Commission has based its proposed policies for nationwide 5G implementation on legislation. Data providers have also taken note of welcoming policies, as both Verizon and AT&T recently announced that Indianapolis will be one of 7 cities in the nation to see a rollout of 5G networks. Houchin says the legislation creates a quick process for upgrading our existing networks and will hopefully begin to incentivize data providers to prioritize the deployment of 5G in the rest of Indiana. For any thoughts or questions regarding this topic or others, feel free to contact Houchin by email at senator.houchin@iga.in.gov or by phone at 800-382-9467. Hatchen represents Indiana Senate District 47, which covers Crawford, Orange, Harrison, Perry, and Washington counties, as well as eastern DuBois. Now stay tuned as we travel to Jasper City Hall for Monday with the Mayor on 18 WJTS TV, followed by weather and sports.